Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a hypnosis session for unshakable self-belief. And self-belief is one of those things that really is one of the ultimate forms of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if you don't have self-belief, you're not going to attempt many things. You will go into situations with an assumption that you're going to fail, that it isn't going to work well, that there's going to be a problem. And because you go into the situation lacking that self-belief, you're not going to be that resourceful. There is an air of expectation of failure, or you're constantly looking for the exit to run away because you're expecting things to go wrong. The alternative is also true. When you have unshakable self-belief, then even if things do go wrong, you perceive them to be temporary learning experiences, bad luck. You use the cognitive bias to mitigate those things so that you overall have a high evaluation of your competency, of your likability, of all of these things that actually increase the probability of those things happening. And I love that self-belief, and all belief systems work in that way. It's just that certain beliefs are more impactful. If you believe, for example, that you're great with animals, then that makes a tiny difference to your life. If you meet someone new and they have a pet dog or a pet cat, it doesn't really affect your life much. But if you believe that you're a people person, if you believe that you're a fast learner, if you believe that you're lucky in life, and if you believe that you're highly capable, it will encourage you to take more risks, which is really where the learning takes place. That failure isn't a problem if you learn from it and it helps you evolve even more. And if you think of the most talented people on the planet, they operate on the very edge of what's possible. And the nature of that is that they're going to have the occasional spectacular failure, but that doesn't deter them because they have that unshakable self-belief as to what they're destined for. So this will be useful if you want a bit of a confidence boost and to feel more high levels of belief in yourself and your own abilities. If you're struggling with self-belief, there will be a link in the show notes that you can schedule a free consultation call. But for now, find a quiet, comfortable place that you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. That's it. With your eyes closed, notice that you can notice the subtleties of more things more clearly, like the speed of your breathing, any sensations of tension in your body. And imagine that as you breathe in, a wonderful feeling of resourcefulness is going in through your nose, into your lungs. And allow any unresourceful thoughts or emotions or beliefs to leave your body in that outward breath. So simply by breathing in and breathing out, it almost feels like you're recharging a battery of self-belief. Perhaps you can use the power of your imagination to imagine another battery there inside you, representing doubt and inadequacy. So as you breathe in and breathe out, just imagine you're charging up that battery of self-belief, the part of you that deep down knows you're capable and destined for great things. And that other part, the part that questions whether or not you're good enough or capable enough, is draining away, and maybe you can see some kind of gauge, some kind of percentage of the power remaining, and just see that battery of inadequacy completely draining of all its power. And see that battery of confidence, self-belief. Some would call it an audacious level of self-belief, charging and getting more and more filled with the exact energy to influence your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. I want you to think about what it took before to feel that you can have that confidence and self-belief. All those strings attached. And I want you to imagine snipping those strings. That now all it takes for you to believe in your capability, in the inevitability of your success, career, socially, in all areas of your life, are two things: that you believe it, and that you will do what it takes to nurture that belief. You can consider a belief like an affirmation. And you've had affirmations like anything is possible. I can be confident in my ability. I can be liked and accepted exactly as I am. I'm competent, highly competent. I can excel in my social life. I want you to imagine that these affirmations are vital ingredients. But there's a saying, affirmation without discipline is delusion. So as we open up your mind to powerful affirmations and suggestions, I'm wondering if the part within you that always wondered if you were good enough is willing to take on a new role, to rather than create seeds of doubt and hesitation, instead becomes an accountability coach, so that you do what is necessary so these beliefs become linked to reality. That you do what's necessary. We can consider beliefs like delicate seeds planted in the soil. They need water and sunshine to really grow and become everything they're capable of being. And what if this part that's been holding you back will now help you to water and nurture and give sunshine to these new beliefs that are growing. And if that part is willing to take on this responsibility to make sure that you are worthy of the success that you have in your life, let me know by nodding your head. There are people out there wildly successful, without talent, without knowledge. And while luck can account for some of that, the people we admire most are the people we deem to deserve their success through talent, hard work, dedication, tenacity, and determination. And what if this part that's been holding you back will now provide you with those very resources of tenacity, dedication, determination, resilience? And of all of these things, perhaps resilience is the most important, because nobody becomes as successful as they could be without setbacks, without rejections, without failures and mistakes. But for the truly successful, the setbacks become stepping stones for their future success. But it's the resilience that enables them to pick themselves up and to carry on going forward. So if that part that's been holding you back is now willing to be a source of resilience, so rather than tell you that you can't do it, be the voice that says, we all have our setbacks, but if we learn from it, it was never a setback. To be the cheerleader, the encourager, to encourage you to get back up on your feet and keep moving forward. We learn more from our losses than we do from our wins. So what if the part that wants to keep you in check to make sure you are worthy is now helping you to be the worthiest person you've ever been? You can't become charismatic and social in your social life if you avoid social situations. And you can never be the best in your career if you play it safe. I want you to imagine that the way you win a tennis tournament is by aiming the ball for the lines on the very perimeters. If you just return the ball in the center of the court, it's easy to return. You don't have those unforced errors, but you never win a tournament by playing it safe. And if perhaps in your career so far you feel that in certain cases you've been playing it safe, let me know by nodding your head. By playing it safe, you don't lose, but you never excel. And to be great, you have to risk making the occasional mistake, because that's how you get good at thriving on the very edge, the edge of expectation and possibility. Scientists don't study what's been studied a million times before. They're looking for the perimeter of our knowledge, what we don't fully understand yet. So I want you to open your mind to being willing to take those chances, to believe that anything is possible, to believe that you have the capability to live your life at the very limit, knowing that by doing so, your limits expand. The nature of a comfort zone is that it grows. I want you to think of a time in your life where you did something for the very first time, and when you did it, you were nervous, anxious, questioning whether or not you would be any good. And yet now, if you've done that thing many times, it feels that you can do it without even thinking. And I wonder just how many things are on the edge or beyond of your comfort zone. That by doing more things beyond your current knowledge, beyond your current competency, your comfort zone expands and you become better, more knowledgeable, more capable than ever before. Breathe in and breathe out and start to think of a future where you embrace the boundless realm of possibilities, believing that anything you are committed to is attainable, believing that you possess the potential to be a masterful musical director at the very highest levels, commanding the stage with confidence. You are confident in your abilities, radiating certainty and assurance in every endeavor you undertake. See that future version of you where you are liked and accepted exactly as you are, cherished for your authenticity and uniqueness. I want you to see a version of you excelling in your social life. This version of you was always there, but just slightly beyond your comfort zone. See yourself engaging charismatically with this magnetic charm, because you are highly competent, capable of mastering skills and tasks with exceptional proficiency. And every now and then, there will be visitors from the past, not people, but emotions, doubt, insecurities. And I want you to see yourself managing those waves of emotion with grace, knowing that they are merely temporary states that pass like the tide. Because at your core, you are a beacon of self-belief, your inner light undimmed by doubt or hesitation, with the ability to navigate challenges with ease, your self-assuredness guiding you through any storm. Feel what it would feel like to be unwavering in your conviction, your faith in yourself, as solid as the earth beneath your feet. Courage is necessary, because courage is the willingness to do things that you don't fully understand how to do yet. And yet, you approach new experiences with a bold heart, confident that you can rise to any occasion, that you are a paragon of self-reliance, trusting in your judgment and decisions with unshakable confidence. Feel what it would feel like to walk with the poise of one who knows their worth and believes in their infinite potential. Rather than fearing scrutiny, imagine how good it would feel to thrive under scrutiny, your self-confidence turning the gaze of others into rays of admiration. Because as time goes on, you realize that you embody the essence of self-assurance, inspiring others with your steadfast spirit, that you can wear your competence like a well-tailored suit, perfectly fitted to your form and function. You're dedicated, disciplined. You are a master of your emotions, skillfully steering the ship of your inner world. Because what it comes down to is that you are the author of your story, penning each chapter with the ink of assurance and possibility. And what if the chapters that led up to today were necessary? In every hero's journey, there is, in the middle of the story, a crossroads where there are doubts, a feeling of overwhelm, that the quest is an impossible dream, and yet digging deep down to find that resolve, that faith, that conviction means that everything was just a test. To test your character, your commitment, to test how badly you were willing to believe and bet on yourself. So feel that you are at that crossroads, and you can continue to believe in your unworthiness and inadequacy, knowing where life will take you, or you can finally step into the version you were always meant to be, full of self-belief, a deep inner conviction that this is exactly who you were meant to be. And I want you to imagine, perhaps 2, 3, 4 years in the future, seeing that future version of you with incredible success and feeling they deserve that success. Perhaps signing an autograph for a younger person where they share that you are their inspiration, that they want to be just like you, and feel that you've earned that. You believed that. You believed it all the way until you achieved it. If your unconscious mind is willing to take the very first step towards believing that you are already capable and yet can be more capable, you are already liked and can be more liked, you are already moving in the right direction and you can continue in that direction with even more determination and dedication than ever before, let me know by nodding your head. This isn't the start of your journey. This is the crossroads of your journey. And if you know which choice you will make, then take the very first step. And in doing so, you solidify those beliefs that anything is possible, that you are worthy, and that you have unshakable self-belief that you will become who you are capable of becoming. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're returning to the present, but with a willingness to try on new beliefs, like a new pair of shoes, knowing that it may take a week or so for you to get used to these new beliefs. Step into those shoes, those belief systems of worthiness, self-belief. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.